Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off of play action. Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Tua going to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. And this is caught by Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Nico Collins.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's into the clear. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nico Collins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Aaron Stokes.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now Lawrence.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Trucks over him. Again, powerful running. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Here comes Nelson.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go. 70 in you. Hey, box up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Steal, black. I got 11. Hey, check, nigga.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go.
Here's Tua. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Tua going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Parker, left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Black shot. Hey, post you.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Lawrence. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
4 down, 4 down. Jack Fury. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working. Really comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the fourth quarter. Try and keep it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Let's go.
Albert Okuebuna. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
70, Indy.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Seahawks.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Completion here to Claypool. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Nelson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quez Watkins, 54 yards. Now the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Tua on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Nelson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Check, 55 to mine.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.